Hi there, and pretty exciting subject today. One of the great ways of building, or one of the great ways of growing a business. Maybe not as exciting as walking full speed into a clothesline, which you can see I did over the weekend. So apologies about my appearance. I'm Andrew Laurie from VGP and going to talk about buying other businesses. And it really is one of the great ways of growing a business and one of the worst ways of growing a business. The stats are not great. I've seen lots of studies and they all have different numbers in them, but suffice to say, I'm pretty confident that the majority of acquisitions either fail or destroy value, end up just being a bad idea. So it sounds like a bad thing to do. Having said that, I've acquired lots of companies and my clients have also acquired lots of companies, and in many cases it's been hugely successful. It's been, certainly when we built Stella, a couple of clients have grown huge businesses and acquisitions have been central to that. So done properly, it can be a great thing to do. And the good news is the mistakes people make it pretty clear and are avoidable. So if you know what you're doing, this is a great way to develop and grow your business. I'm going to talk about 4 rules and 2 sort of principles, process, and those they're all things I would stick to pretty vehemently. The principles first, one of which is don't just acquire to grow. Don't have an acquisition strategy. Don't go and buy other businesses so that yours can get bigger. Start first with a strategy. Have a business strategy. And if buying other businesses can help you get there or get there quicker, great, excellent. You know, at Stella, we were very clear. We wanted to achieve a certain size so that we could reach a certain point with our suppliers. We wanted to leverage our primary core asset, our expertise in long-haul travel. And so we needed to build in both product, the wholesale, the tour operator part of the business, and the distribution, retail, online, channel, and so on. So we had a strategy that we were trying to achieve. Buying businesses enabled us to get there faster. So start with strategy and then buy if it's a good way to get there. Don't just say, right, I want to get bigger, let's go and buy stuff, because the risks involved in buying stuff will probably outweigh the gain in that situation. The other principle, that's in advance, I suppose, get the strategy first and then get the business strategy first and then potentially buy. Further down the track, the other principle that people miss out on, people underestimate the risks involved. No matter how good a purchase you're making, this is a great business you buy, fits beautifully. There are lots of strategic reasons why it's going to help us achieve our goals. Fantastic. They underestimate the challenges, the differences in culture, the differences in process, maybe slightly different client base, different management, the impact of there might be some rumors beforehand, and then the announcements and what staff are going to think. And there are challenges in integration. You have to invest considerable time and effort in planning for and then managing that integration. Never underestimate that task. However straightforward it seems like this acquisition's going to be, make sure you plan carefully for the integration, have a single point of accountability for its success, and make sure it's managed very carefully. Now, 4 rules though, when you're deciding on an acquisition. Now, what I'd be looking for, and I'm using Brad Sugar's terminology here, I think it's terrific, but if you can find a business that is surviving despite itself, that's a really good place to start. Now, by the way, this isn't just for a business buying other businesses. That's if you individually have decided, I want to own a business, I'm going to go and buy one. So this is your first business, so to speak, your standalone business. And if you can find one that's got lousy marketing, doesn't run its customer service very well, yet somehow it's still getting by, maybe even eking out a bit of a profit, brilliant. Because you know you'll be able to make some positive changes very quickly. You'll be able to improve that business considerably. And within a short period of time of owning it, it'll just be worth more money. So if you can find a business that's surviving despite itself is a good start. Related to that, second rule, find a business. And this again goes for to appoint those initial standalone businesses, but also if you own a business and you're buying another one to supplement your existing business. Find a business where you can see considerable upside. And it's probably going to take one of 2 forms. It might be that you can see problems in that business that you can fix. Great, they are lousy at marketing or bad management or inefficient processes, whatever it might be, great. You come in and you fix it. Excellent. The other version of this is the synergy part of it. What are the synergies you can see between your business and their business? Can you cross-sell your products or services into their client base and vice versa? Can some of their talent that you'd be acquiring, if you brought that into your business, would it add new innovation, new products, new capabilities? Are there cost synergies you can extract? There are all sorts of potential synergies. I always like to buy businesses where I can see clear synergies, where I can see that, my business is worth one, this business is worth one. If I put them together, they would genuinely be worth three, not just two. So find businesses that you can, once you bring them into your fold, in whatever way and however it happens, there will be material upside. It will be worth more within your business, under your ownership, than it is to the current owner. So finding those synergy opportunities and those improvement opportunities. A note, don't pay for them. Just remember, you can see what you're going to achieve with this business. You can see that beautiful upside in the future, but you're creating that value, that synergy value. The vendor is not creating that value, so you shouldn't be paying them for it, okay? Just watch out for that one. A couple of other rules. Focus on cash flow, not assets. Most businesses you buy will have some assets. That's not what you want to be paying for. The assets are likely to be depreciating, and that's not, you're not buying the business to sell off the assets. That sounds like a liquidation. You're buying the business to run the business and run it in conjunction with yours if you have another one. So focus on the cash flow that will be generated from that business in future or from the combined entity in future. Focus on cash flow, not on assets. Even if there are some assets, fine. And the last one, just have discipline about the deal. If you're buying businesses which can be improved dramatically, you can often get them at pretty good rates. Often you don't have to pay. Often you might pay, but not with your money. It might be vendor finance. It might be an earn-out. It might in some way be supplier funded. Suppliers financing some aspect of the business, just chipping in. I mean, one of the biggest acquisitions we did, one of our suppliers actually gave us, literally, not lent us, gave us the money to go and buy it because they knew that we would then promote their products in it. So there are lots of ways you can structure a deal to make it a good deal for you. Spend the time to explore the ideas, the opportunities, get creative, and I mean that in a legitimate sense, not in an illegal sense, but come up with deals that don't cost much. And for goodness sake, be disciplined. So many of those acquisitions that I talked about destroying value, it's actually because they just paid too much. Hubris, excitement, we're going to be big, we're buying a company, it's exciting, yeah, let's pay more. No, don't. Have discipline, manage the acquisition well, plan for the integration, and as long as it fits with and advances your strategy, brilliant. Buying other businesses is a great way to take your business forward, or indeed a great way to get into business in the first place. Enjoy it. All the best.